of the young up-and-coming centre-back Timber. The deal is close to completion. That is the news that's being pushed out. That is what we are being led to believe. This deal doesn't want to seem to go away. Every day there seems to be a new angle and a new turn. We know some people think connecting Erik ten Hag to his former players is a little bit of lazy journalism, but it doesn't seem to want to go away. Could this be the first deal of the summer? I want your thoughts and I want your feelings. We're also going to delve into a lot of the players that might be leaving Manchester United, with up to 10 possibly going. And is this a sign of an overhaul? Was this going to happen anyway? What's your thoughts and feelings? Smash that like and share button. Let's go. Welcome back to the Football Terrace. Manchester United are looking for a big overhaul. And if you go back about a month, it was when Ralf Rangnick, during a press conference, he was talking about the Glazers, talking about the direction of Manchester United, spoke very, very candidly about the club needing more players. Any owner, if you analyze the team, needs to rebuild. Contracts are expiring. It's clear for me there will be 6, 8, 10 new players plus before you sign them. You need to be aware what football does to what the new manager wants, and will they fit that profile. They're talking about 6 to 8 to 10 new players being needed. But of course, what that means is a large number of players are also going to go. And we're seeing more and more stories about a mass exodus from Manchester United. But what does this mean in reality? That's the big thing here. What does it mean? Is it? And I want to say this in the right way. I want to break down what I mean by it. The journalists are saying, but so many of these players were going to leave anyway. How much dead wood is really at Manchester United? Pogba's going to go. Lingard was going to go. Matic was always going to leave. Phil Jones. We're suddenly on 4 already. Dean Henderson doesn't play. There we are, 5. Half of the players that are said to be leaving. Eric Bailly doesn't play. He's going to go 6. You start moving into the Juan Matas of this world. We always knew he was going to leave at the age that he's at. We knew Cavani was going, irrespective of how well we done. Think about all them players I've listed, probably barring Paul Pogba, irrespective of how well they played, whether Ollie was here or not, we're going to leave. 7 or 8 of the 10 or so players that can leave have got expiring contracts and are going to leave anyway. I think too much is being made of this mass exodus of players. 7, 8, 9, 10 new players needed in. There is going to be a promotion of 2 or 3 academy players. There is going to be 4 or 5 players purchased. And there might be a surprise or 2 in terms of players that stay. I wouldn't be surprised, by the way. Keep your eye out for Juan Mata staying and maybe moving into some sort of player coach, player directorship. I don't know what they're going to call it, but something along those lines. It feels like that very much could happen. But Sammy McBell the other day putting out a story shared here by the United Plug. Up to 10 players are expected to leave as Ten Hag seeks to make a fresh start. This isn't a dig at Erik ten Hag. I'm a big fan of what he's trying to do, but does he need that? Let me rephrase that. He needs that many players gone, but they were leaving anyway. I don't think this is part of it. I think maybe, just maybe, a little bit is too much is being made of the amount of players that need to leave. And what we're not doing is focusing on the fact that they were going to go, the majority of them anyway, were going to leave. They were going to go. So what next? What do Manchester United need? Well, Timber is a great example here. A deal that is being reported as imminent, a deal that is being reported as close, a deal some believe it could be Monday morning, Tuesday afternoon. I don't know why Monday morning or Tuesday afternoon. Monday morning, Tuesday morning, sorry. Could be when a deal like this is announced, when a deal like this is pushed out and finalized and completed. Maybe letting the season end, starting the summer off on a positive for Manchester United. Now, I hope and I pray that this is true. That's what I'm hoping for. You know, there's an abundance of stories. If you scroll through Twitter and just search his name here, the amount of stories about him joining, fans talking about him, as you can see, it is absolutely trending everywhere as it stands right now. From breaking him down as a football player, of course, we saw that the news here, in advanced talks. This is becoming. This was an interesting one actually this year. This was shared by his management team. Deal closing time. Now, it could be for a different player, but there we see him at an airport putting this out on their Insta just a few days ago. So this story isn't going anywhere. This story is still trending. This story could happen. Now, deals like Timber make sense. We've said this in other videos. I'm not going to overplay it and reiterate the same thing again. Young, versatile, highly talented, massive ceiling, well coveted, linked to multiple teams before Manchester United. Multiple teams before Manchester United. But comes at a decent price. Around £30 million is said to be the fee. And in the modern day world, when Tyrone Mings cost 25 million and when Harry Maguire costs 80, 30 million for Timber, it's not a gamble. It's not a gamble that's going to risk you huge amounts of money. It's not a gamble that you're going to hemorrhage at the other end. And Man United, with the players leaving, the recoup of money through sales and salary, United are probably going to have somewhere in the region of 150 to 200 million pounds to spend this summer. But I believe they'll spread that across 4 to 5 players. You will see the likes of Mengi. You may see the likes of Ethan Laird, Garner, Hannibal, and a few others promoted and given game time. It's something which is entrenched and embedded in the Ajax way, the Bayern Munich way, the two clubs where Erik ten Hag has spent a substantial amount of time. If you do your research into what a lot of people don't know about Erik ten Hag is the work he's done behind the scenes at football club. He hasn't just been a manager. He's done DOF roles as well. And so much of the structures that he built at the clubs where he worked was to do with youth and promoting it. So we don't need, if 10 players leave, to sign 10 players. But if an average player costs 25 million, 30 million, 40 million, we need 10, that's 300 or 400, we're never going to do it. No, our academy is heaving with talent that needs a cohesive structure, talent that needs a system, a group of talent that needs high-level coaching. Now, I'm not happy that our players throw coaches on the buses because after time, I think they stop trying for the coaches. But it feels like we're trying to bring in a team now that's going to give the style of football to these players that's going to at least keep them happy. Now, whether all these players will be a success or not is another thing. But I'm very excited about this deal. I wanted to bring you the most recent update on this. That's what I wanted to do because, we keep you abreast of all the news that's out there. Do me a favor, by the way, if you want to keep up to date with everything we're doing, we've got a link in our description below for our Football Terrace transfer notification group where whenever sort of the GMS or the journalists that we work with, we've got something really big coming up with journalists on the terrace very, very soon. I'm not going to announce it. It's a deal we've been working on for ages that's going to give us even greater access to some of the world's leading journalists that will be coming on exclusively onto the Football Terrace to share transfer news relating to the top 6 and the big Premier League stories. So we've been working tirelessly, and a lot of that's been made possible by our members. So a big thank you to all of our members. And what we're going to try to do with some of those stories that are not going out live is give members first access, making it part of that membership packet. Anything you want from $2.99 a month. So thank you to everyone that signed up for that. It means a great deal to us. You can also follow me on my social accounts, scan that QR code on the screen right now and go and check that out. But Timber to Manchester United, it keeps popping up every single day. Do you believe it's imminent? Do you feel that it's close? I want your thoughts and I want your feelings. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all soon.